I lived in Lilongwe, and I used to go to the maternity hospital because my mum worked there a little bit, and it was called Bottom Hospital, which is quite a fair representation. It was I think it's the only maternity hospital in Malawi, and I've never ever seen conditions quite so. Is derelict the right word? But conditions so bad for these poor women who I don't think there was a single intubator in the whole. What's the word?
Incubator.
The
incubator.
Yeah. In the whole country, and most of these women were giving birth on the floor. There was absolutely no anaesthetics. There was absolutely nothing for. I mean, I think. Well, Malawi is the poorest country in the world that's not affected by war, and I think it was really, you could definitely tell this by the conditions in this hospital, right? And then when we compare that to some of the hospital that we work at, is
it's like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Everything is considered, like everything is like antiseptic techniques, and like everything's used once and thrown away, and everyone has their place, and especially in A&E it's like bam bam bam, this happens, and then the hospital in Monkey Bay where we were was just unbelievable. Like the women who were giving birth, they were lucky if they could make it from their village. They would walk, leave in the morning and hope that they were in hospital in time. But it was dirty. Like, considering 1 in 3 people in Malawi have HIV, there was blood on the floor, like, that just hadn't been cleaned. And there were women on the floor because there weren't enough beds. There was no equipment. It was, and like I said about the women, like, silently giving birth, it was honestly harrowing. Like, I've never seen anything like it. And I didn't realise quite how bad it would be. And I remember when I came back and I showed some pictures to my parents, and my dad cried because he was just like, I just didn't realise that it was that bad. And it's one thing like seeing things on Oxfam and stuff, but then actually being there, and like there are actually hundreds of tiny children with distended bellies, and obviously like it sounds like such a cliche and everyone's a bit like banging on the same old drum, like Africa needs help, but like when you're actually there, it is quite shocking, I think.